Hi, this is Chrissy with Ben Franklin and Bonney Lake, and we are here for Ornamentally Yours again. This is ornament number 9, and we are going to do the wrapped in cheer ornament. So what's cool is you get a surprise. You might get silver, gray, or red, or ice blue. So kind of exciting. All right, so as always, inside of the box, you have all of the supplies you need, except for a glue gun, which you'll need for a few of them. So getting a glue gun is a good choice. And then also you'll need some good scissors for this one, and some kind of ruler. So your instructions will be here with your QR code on the back for the video. Oops, sorry, down here. And then you have all of the items needed. So we already have them out of the box to make it easier. So first we start out with, oh, is there one that's apart? There's not one that's apart, sorry. We'll get one that's apart. In your box there's 2 squares of sticky back felt. So you will need to pull the sticky off the back. So you just kind of grab onto the paper and then just pull the felt back on both of them and stick them together. So it matches up, which this is already done for us. So we'll lay that down, and the next thing that you want to do is put your measurements on it. Sorry, this is the one I need to show you. So in the quilting department, we have this great creative grid, and it's used for quilting, but it's also a perfect little measuring. I'm gonna use this one in case I accidentally write on it. And when you look at this, the white circles are the ones you want to use just for regular measuring, not quilting. So you just need to lay it down and mark every single inch. And then move it down to do it so that it matches on both sides, or you might have wonky, which might be the way you roll. And then the same on both sides. So we've got all of those marked for us. And then also in your box is score tape. And I think score tape is one of the miracles of the world because it works on absolutely everything. It comes in lots and lots of different thicknesses, from 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, something like that, all the way up to 2 inches. And we also have it by the sheet. We have a different brand that's really thick, but the magic about this 2-way tape is it is as thin as onion skin. And so we've just given you the strips that you need. They put it on some waxed papers so that you can pull them off and set them down on your grids. Let me move these out of the way, make it easier. Is that all right? And you want to put them down, sticky side down. You know what, probably should have gone from the edge over.
And stop.
So make sure that your tape goes over top of your marks so that your ribbon ends up covering your marks as well. And something I could totally see myself doing is doing all of the grid and then remembering, oh wait, I have to pull off the back. So make sure that you first do your tape and then you do your ribbon. So you do want to just pull off the top part of your ribbon. It's easiest if you keep the piece whole, because then you're not going to be wasting any ribbon on the edge. You just set it over top, push it down. And for this one, I'm using the Tim Holtz crafting scissors. They are so strong. They're made out of titanium, and the whole magic of the Tim Holtz crafting scissors are that they resist sticky. So that way you're not gonna mess up your quilting, sewing scissors. So you can cut off your ribbon, and there's no sticky left on there, so it's kind of neat. So we do it for all of them one way. All right, now that we have this one direction done, of course you can put your score tape going all of the other ways, but I'm just gonna leave it with the one. You can notice it wasn't super straight, which I've been told, it just adds to the character. That's what we say as crafters. Adds to the character. Sure, I meant to do it that way. All right, so you would finish that out and then it magically looks like this. You should have about this much left over because you are gonna want to have enough for your hanger. So that needs to stay. And then you are given this that you'll need to cut out. Sorry, I'm searching. There we go. So, of course, there's a million ways that you can do it. Me, because I don't like to cut, I would just totally put this down and pin it and cut around, which is definitely one way. Or you can cut it out already so that you can make sure that you have the angle the way that you want it. And since she already cut it out so nicely for me, I'm just gonna use the cutout one. And so you can trace it, but then you have to make sure that you do not get any of those pen marks in your inside. So you always want to cut right inside of your pen marks so you don't see them. Right, and again, using the Tim Holtz scissors, you want to cut out your design. And these just cut like butter. It's just, they're the best scissors. Oh, and the cool thing about the Tim Holtz scissors is they're made for normal people hands. So your whole hand can go in there. Because when you're trying to do little tiny scissors for a long time, you know, you get that ouchie right here. So if you're gonna make this for your office of 80 people, this will be perfect. Oh, look at, I didn't cut it on the right line because I didn't draw very well. It's kind of funny. I'll fix it. Thought I could wing it, apparently not so much. That's funny. And I did not do a great job with making sure that the blue pin didn't show. So just double check and make sure that you don't have any blue pin showing, because that's kind of tacky. All right, so now you have your ornament. Which one's my extra? Here, this is the extra. Oh, that's a lot of extra. Make sure. Look at how cute. There we go. So probably just need to obviously do it however you want to do it. It's your ribbon, your craft. And I kind of like to give my ribbons a little fancy little V at the end. So fold them in half. A little V. So that when you cross it over, it's kind of fancy looking. Thank you. bit of glue. Watch your fingers because this is not going to stop the heat very much. So don't want to push it down really hard with your fingers because that'll hurt you. And then you will you'll have one of these adorable little bows, and they all come with this great thing, but you want to take that out since you have a glue gun. Little dot of glue. Now you can really push down because, well, it's still kind of soft. You can bring these around so that they don't get hidden. And there you go. You are done. Quick as that. Thanks for joining us.